In this video, I am going to tell you some important things that you must know while you are building any N8N agent or workflow. So let's start with the first one. The first topic is doing the pin pin your responses. So when you are building your workflow, you will come at a place that you need to always execute this whole workflow to be able to reach a certain output. But the problem is the execution takes time, and the output is also not always the same. So you want to stick with a particular input that you want to test on. So what you can do is, for instance, in this one, I am going to show you. You can actually pin the response for each of the workflow. All you need to do is copy the output. You can click on pin, and you can, once you pin it, you can actually change it. Like it's Wednesday here. Now, if I want to change it to something else, I can change it directly in the chat and just hit save. So this will help you to pin this. Now, if I execute this workflow, this step will not be executed because it's already pinned. My input has been captured. So I don't need to repeat this over and over again for the same input. I can actually pin all the steps which are completed, and I am good with those steps to do the step which I need to figure out. For instance, in this case, I need to figure out the step one, the setup one. So the setup part, I would need to properly add the API key and stuff. So I cannot pin this at the moment because obviously it will give the output, but these output is not going to help because this is a I don't think so. It's a actual API key. So we don't need to test it first. But you can actually pin this one as well. You can pin any output, but make sure the JSON format is the same. So JSON format is basically the code which output you are using is the same, because the output that you are getting from the first agent or one step is used on the another step as well. So let me show you, for example, let me make it simple for you so I can explain. Let's take the chat example. Uh, or let's take schedule example. Okay. And I am going to execute this one. Okay, executed. So now let's say I want to check with the AI agent that is this a leap year or not? Okay. So I'm going to simply check that. So what I need to do is I can actually drag this input and put it here. Now this input is connected. The previous step input is linked to the AI agent, and I can put my prompt. Is this wait, is leap year or not? So now AI agent has the access of my date. We have not connected the model yet, so we need to connect the model. We have connected the model. Now let's run again. So it will be able to respond to our query. And make sure you have the funds added in the API key properly. Okay, we got the output. This year is 2025, is not a leap year. And but I did not want this output. I wanted yes or no. Now for that, as I explained earlier, you can actually click on specific output, and then you can go to structured output. You can come here and say response yes or no. Now the response will be either yes or no, and you can also specify this. Response should be either yes or no. Okay, now we'll execute it again. See, it gave me a response of no. So now I can use I can use another thing. Actually, I can just use conditions here. So these are basically, there are two conditions, if and switch. I will explain you both use cases, but let's start with if first. Here I am putting the value and I need to check. What exactly do I need to check? I need to check if it is yes. Okay. If it is yes, then it will give me two output branches, true and false. So this year 2025 is not a leap year. So it's a false. It goes to false. And whatever I build after this line will go to the false branch. Whatever I built here in the true one will go to the true branch. So uh, so let's say we build on the false branch, and I am going to ask AI agent again. Now I need the input from the very beginning. I can click on the first step here, drag this and drop here, and I can ask the question, what is the next leap year after this year? Okay. And one thing you need to understand, important, it's very important. The AI agent is not aware of what the date is today. So in some cases, you would need to put this, you would need to use this like @now, which will tell AI agent what the date and time of today and right now. So I could do this by without even selecting this and just put now. It will do the same job. But in this case, I wanted to explain you drag and drop as well. So that's why. Now we have to select the OpenAI mod. We need to select the model. I'm selecting OpenAI, but you can use other models as well. Okay. So it gave, these are logs. You need to click on output. The given date is 3rd December. Leap year occurs every 4 years, but the year divides. So it gave me a long answer. I need the exact answer. Let's say, then again, I can use the structured output and I can mention the year here. I need to specify on the prompt as well. So then it should provide us the year. 2028 is going to be the next leap year. Okay. Now, let's say I want to store it somewhere. I want to use this information in a Google Sheet or anything. Then I need to go on this Google Sheet, and then you can actually do all sort of stuff. Let me explain you all this. You can actually create a new spreadsheet, delete a spreadsheet, update a spreadsheet, or append it. Or append means adding a new row below, or just append it, clear the data which is there, or create a new sheet. All sort of operations you can do within sheets as well. So let's say I want to store the leap year in a Google Sheet. So I'm going to create a new Google Sheet here. Uh, so for that, you can go to sheets.new, will create a new sheet, and I'm going to name it leap year sheet. Okay. And just next leap year. I'm showing you just dummy entries. So this is just for demonstration. I'm going to connect the sheet and I will say append. Okay. And I need to select the right account. After that, you need to select, you can also put the URL here. If you put the URL, then it will provide the option for you to select the tab. In this case, the sheet has only sheet one. So I selected it. And now I can map the fields. Now to map the fields, I can go to this agent and then copy the output and then execute it. So what exactly it will do is it will actually go in my sheet and add the year. So it actually added the next leap year. Now I can do all sort of things with this. You can think of different combinations. I just did a random thing, obviously, but this is you can do a lot of different conditions and loops and things like that. But yeah, this is for demonstration purpose. You need to know like the pin process as well. Okay, thank you.